profession and business life as a teacher for 40 some odd years. Also in business and real estate, she and her husband there in the Florida area, and also involved nationally in the Real Estate Association. And they are deeply dedicated to the commitment of what our organization stands for through the Rotary Foundation and its efforts to help eradicate polio around the world. So at this time, I'd like to call on Betsy to come forward and give us her address of the Rotary Foundation and the polio quest for eradication of polio. Will you please help welcome Betsy Owen.
He's not with me because he's doing his duty in the realtor profession. This is the time of year when, as you probably have heard, if you're a realtor, politics has to be your business. I have a hard time saying that. But he is in Washington, D.C. protecting your private property rights, and he received the DSA Distinguished Service Award from the National Association, which is only given to a maximum of 2 people a year in the 1.2 million population. And it's basically because of all of the service that he has given on a local, state, national, and international level, as well as helping aspiring realtors. The R&R word kind of gets me confused. So if I say Rotarian instead of realtor, you'll just have to excuse me. But he is he's helping right now with legislation, and I understand, well, he was on the Hill 2 days ago, and now they're working on the governance of the National Association. But they are required as DSAs to go to every meeting. They stay on the board of directors their life, and they are used as like PDGs to give a little history of what's happening and to help the other young aspiring realtors to go on and do great things. So he is sorry he's not with you, and I miss him. I really don't, it's not as much fun traveling alone, but here I am. And I don't talk much. Somebody just said that to me a minute ago, so y'all have to excuse me. I went to my 55th high school reunion 2 weeks ago, and my 50th college reunion last weekend, and I couldn't talk at all. And I said it was because God was paying me back for all the conversation that I did and the trouble I got in for talking during high school and college. Anyway, Governor Dan McCormick, past district governors, DGE Judy Tyree, DGN Kim Kim, and I'm sorry, the other one was a new one for me, but I just want to let you know that when I was district governor nominee designate, they didn't say that. They said district governor nominee. So I was called a num-num. Okay, and I understand that we have a regional representative from the foundation at Glenn. Congratulations, assistant governors, special dignitaries, presidents, president-elects, fellow Rotarians, and I'm going to do this at lunch because I think it's very important. Would all the spouses please stand? This is a very important thing we have in Rotary. And the reason for that is that you know that we could not do what we do if it weren't for the fact that we have the support of our spouses in all the things that we do in Rotary. After all, we could be golf widows, or we could be sailing widows, or anything else, but most of you are Rotary widows, or widowers, sorry. I can't begin to tell you how happy I am about being here. This has really been a most exciting and pleasurable time. And I have to say that Jim and Judy have just done an excellent job. You picked the right people to do that, to be my aide. They've been absolutely wonderful. They've put up with a lot, including the conversation. And it's been most wonderful. I'm here representing Sakuji Tanaka and his lovely wife, and I understand that you have met him, but perhaps not his wife, Koyoko. I'd like to thank very much your conference chairman, Fred Reynolds. Fred, are you here or are you busy?
I'm here.
There he is, back there sitting there. Fred and Dan, I'm sure, helped and gave him a few words about what he would like to have on his venue, but I have to tell you that they have definitely put the best of the best together for the best of the best. And so I'm really excited that I have just wonderful things to report back to RI about what you all are doing. As I call your club or your name, if you wouldn't mind standing up for a minute, because this is the time when Sakuji would be saying to you all the wonderful things that you've done for the foundation, and I'd like for you to be acknowledged for that. I'm very impressed with the number of international projects that you all are doing. You've undertaken Honduras, electrifying the city of Hayacán. Did I get it right? Close. Okay. And would the members of that club please stand? The people who are responsible for that? Thank you very much. And I understand that that is a multi-year project and will continue. The Rotary Club of Lawrenceburg and the sister clubs of the district are all part of that group, I understand. Okay, how about Donaldson Hermitage? Are any of the members of that club here?
JD.
Okay, thank you. From the bottom of the heart of the Haitian children. And you probably would like to know that they still need your help. I know, I've heard at least that Kim Kim has gone to Haiti. Our district governor just came back from Haiti with the projects that we are doing, and she was really very surprised at what she saw. And I know that there are many, many people who still need lots of help. Brentwood Noon. Are there any members of that club here? Thank you very much for feeding needy children in Belize and assisting in the improvement of the schools there. Thank you very, very much. Give them a hand. Hendersonville. Are there any members of that club here? Okay, thank you very much for your help with the Guatemalan Dental and Eye Clinics and your work with the Shalom Foundation. Franklin Breakfast. Franklin Breakfast. That's for their water filtration system for the schools and communities in Guatemala and for your work with the Shalom Foundation. Thank you very much. Franklin Noon for your work in Honduras, assisting with the improvements of orphanages there. And the Clarksville Sunrise Club for the new international program assisting an orphanage in Haiti. Thank you very much. I understand that $26,000 in District Simplified grants was distributed to 26 clubs. And of course, that would mean that you've done a lot in your communities, and for that, we are very thankful. As of this date, you have contributed $7,486,314, and that's over the period of the duration of your district as a whole. Congratulations to all of you. The latest figure that I received from Dan was $196,553 for this year. Congratulations to all of you for that. Last year you awarded 48 Paul Harris Fellows, and those 48 Paul Harris Fellows have all contributed to, well, there are 35 of you who have contributed to new levels of achievement in the Paul Harris Society. Hold on one second. And the others of you who haven't made it to that goal can do it today. Yes. There are a total of 95 foundation benefactors in your district, 56 major donors. Thank you, thank you, thank you, major donors. and 58 bequest society members, all in your district 6760. Congratulations. Many of the clubs in your district, as you know, do the dictionary project. That's one of my favorites. You know, there's nothing like going into a classroom of third graders and having them grab your legs and tell you, I love you because you brought me a book. Because in many instances, it's the only book they've ever owned. And we always consider, oh, well, they don't need a dictionary. They have computers. Not so. So many of our children don't have computers. So these dictionaries are what I call dictionaries for life. And I thank you for that. Watkins Park. Any members from Watkins Park here?
It's Nashville. That's downtown Nashville.
I'm sorry. Never mind. I said it wrong. I got to the wrong word. Okay, the Nashville Club. Now you all can stand up. The Nashville Club is responsible for Watkins Park, and that's, I believe, a water project to make sure that the impoverished members of that community have potable water. I was very impressed with the Rotary four-way test speech contest, and you had 12 contestants, and out of that, I understand that there are 3 here. Are they here today, or will they be here at lunch?
They'll be here at lunch.
Okay, that's great.
It'll be 4, actually.
Okay, that's even better. So you all will have an opportunity to meet them and probably hear from them. Okay, Williamson County's 5 clubs. Are they here? Yes. Okay, if you all stand. They've cooperated for a second year, and I think this is really special, with Assistant Governor Brian Wilcox to build a habitat house. No? Yes? Okay. He was shaking his head, and I thought, wait a minute. Oh, okay. This is really close to my heart. My husband is on the board of directors for Habitat. We were just acknowledged nationally from Habitat for the work that we have done. My husband and I have built 27 houses in the United States and abroad with global habitat. And I think it's just such, I got chills thinking about it. It's just such a wonderful thing to be able to help people in communities receive what we consider in the United States the American dream. What they consider is a roof over their head that they didn't have before. So thank you very much. And of course, this next one's really near and dear to my heart because I taught middle school for 16 years. Then I got smart after I learned they had raging hormones and went to senior high school and taught the rest of my life there. And that was definitely a life. It was from 7 to usually 12 or 1 o'clock at night because I did publications, and you know, kids never meet their deadlines. So it was a gift that I really enjoyed giving. But I'd like for the chairs of the New Generations group to stand and be congratulated for all of the work that they have done this year. Are they in the room? Thank you so much. Our team is so important. And of course, those are steps up to those. You know, those are little Rotarians. So we used to say that we cover them from womb to tomb. We had a group in our state that were the first, second, third graders, but Rotary does not acknowledge that anymore. So now that it's up in middle school and high school. Okay, I understand 340 interactors got together for a day of fun and learning. How fantastic is that? I'm seeing some shaking heads right here in front of me. That's really great. And I understand that they elected officers and that they're going to have a 2-day conference next year. Congratulations. RILA is another one of ours. Ours lasts 4 days. And it's such a unique experience to be with these kids. I didn't want to leave. I just stayed along with them and played and had a wonderful time and learned a lot. And you had a 30% increase in the applicants and had to turn away some this year for the first time in 5 years. Congratulations to the RILA chair. Is that person here?
No, but the club is here. Why
the
don't we have the club that sponsored it?
They're, okay. And that you have 2 new Interact clubs. That's great, fantastic. Keep up that good work and get those kids involved. That's really important. My mantra has always been that a man who goes about the business of helping his fellow man is indeed happy and well. So if they're doing that, they are happy and they are well. Franklin Rotary Club. You want to stand? Franklin Rotary Club?
Is it the breakfast? Right?
Yes, breakfast group.
Okay.
Okay. I understand Bob Dietrich, is he here? Is Bob Dietrich here? He may be outside.
Somewhere out there.
Somewhere out there. Well, I'm really impressed with Operation Starfish. I just think that that's really very unique, and I'm so happy that RI has seemed to acknowledge that whole group's work and his, and has made him a White House champion of change. And so he and the group are to be congratulated for their work. You know, it's funny. I learned this the hard way. You never know what's going to come back at you. You never know when you open your mouth and you say something what people are going to remember. And you know the same thing goes for the things that you do as Rotarians to help others. You'll never know, and they might not ever tell you how much they appreciate what you've done. But you know what? You can take your right hand, raise your right hand, place it on your left shoulder, and pat. You all have done such an incredible job. And all of these are worthy projects, and they should continue. I'm so glad that you had an opportunity to involve yourself also in the friendship exchange. What a neat idea. I think Rotary really has some special things, and that's one of them. I've heard a lot of wonderful stories about the people who came from Turkey. I'm really interested in hearing the stories about when you go to Turkey. Okay, you've added one new Rotac club, and you have a group of Rotarians from 3 clubs in the Williamson County that are working toward a community-based Rotac club. We have 2 in our area, and you know it really is a fantastic way to give them a start, because sometimes it's really tough for them to come up with the dues money. And so this is a really good way to do that. And then after their term as Rotaractors, they can just move right into Rotary. You've added a Rotary Club, first new Rotary Club in 6 years, the Clarksville Sunset Club. And I want to tell you, Lori, are you here?
She's here. Okay.
You know, it's just too bad she doesn't have any enthusiasm. I listened to her yesterday, and it's amazing. I think that you all ought to send her in this area to every area of your district, because she can start a club anywhere with anything. I understand that you sent 3 ambassadorial scholars to Australia, Peru, and Madrid. I wish I could have been in their suitcases, because those are all fun places to go. And I'm really kind of sorry that we're not going to be doing that particular project anymore. But you have one back here as a student from Japan, and that's really special. He'll never forget.